Good morning, afternoon, evening, wherever you are in this beautiful round world that we have in. This is Jay, Aftermath Moto MX and RC. My question for the day is, I have all these wonderful cars that I've collected way over the years, and I want to know should be my next car in my collection. And it comes down to what do I have the most fun with, I guess, and which types of driving do I like? Well, I guess I like all types of driving, even though some I have not even tried yet. And that gets me to answering some of these questions and then asking even more questions like how much do I spend? To what level do I put myself in debt or into investment with batteries and servos and receivers and even transmitters, bodies that get bad, tires, the wear and tear, and shelf queens. I'd love to build a UDR as a shelf queen with all the fancy stuff that's in it, like all the get-ups that everybody has, including interior pieces. You can see that I've kind of stripped this one down a bit, and I think I've lost over 1 pound of shedding weight right here. And I've done some little hop-up stuff, good old fashion gaff tape hop-up. This is the stock Traxxas receiver, ECS, and ESC. And it had a kink underneath. They route the wire underneath from that for throttle, and it was pinched and it already started. It started showing wire. So to protect it, I just put that real gym rig on there. I love this truck. I just got it not too long ago. I did take it to the desert, and then last night I took it up to this big park that I have. I did not get any footage. I meant to, man, but I was having a blast. I took off the anti-sway bars front and rear because I was going to do the sand drags in it. So yeah, I didn't run him. I didn't run the truck. I ended up tearing it all apart and made my glorious kitchen table into a hobby store. So there you go. I love the car. But on to the next little truck, stadium truck. We go from 7th scale up to 10th scale. Everybody knows this truck. Everybody's had this truck. This is my first Traxxas Slash. It's just a 2-wheel drive with the normal high center gravity, not the low center gravity chassis. The caps that bleed on the top. I haven't done anything but put tires on it, and I bought some cool lipos for it, some 2S 8,000 mAh lipos, so I could run it long time. What's funny about that is I can also run them here because I can run 4S or 6S on this, so I can run the 2 that I would swap out on here, or I can run 2S on this. I think I can run a 2S, maybe even 3S on this. Go HPI. I like them. I still can't. It's broken right now because I can't find CVEDs on them. We'll get back to the crawler in a second. This is what Team Losi. I like Losi, man. I like old school. Plus Losi, that guy used to be a skateboarder and he's into RC cars. That's my kind of fan right there. I love this truck. I was gonna race the sand drag. I didn't race the sand drag, but whatever. Next time. Great truck, and I can run this on 2 or 3, and even I believe some people have been setting them up for 4S from their basic stock configuration, just swapping out plugs. Get over to our Team Associated. I love this truck. I bought this truck a long time ago, back in, I say long time ago, probably 7 years ago, and cool truck. I was jumping the hell out of it. I also bought a Traxxas little the 16th scale E Revo. With this truck, and we were beating the Scheisenhauser out of both of them, launching them big time, and I couldn't believe that this thing Oh, am I running? Don't you hate when it just keeps running and I don't want to edit it, so sorry. Bad cameraman. Here, all right, so on to the 24 scales. I do have 24 scales. So, and not everything I have is RTR, okay? I did buy an RTR deadbolt, which this is a deadbolt. This isn't a deadbolt. This is Betty. And Betty's completely stock. So under the sheep's clothing, we have a completely stock truck. All I did was throw on the tires and beadlock rims. With the Betty, it rubs with these tires. It rubs way too much, and I'm not sawing it up because this is a collector car. This is number. Let's see, find out what number it is. Come on, let's go here. Let's go, Betty. All right, let's get it really in there. 7,863 out of 9,999. Told you it was a Betty. It's just a Betty in sheep's clothing, Butter's clothing. This is the butter that I built. This is built butter, and so I bought the Injora front axle. This is complete with the overdrive. Overdrive unit. It comes with the brace, the steering brace. Comes fully hopped up. It's a metal. It's actually metal. It's actually a metal. Axle. That's what it is. And I plan on putting this this rear axle will be replaced with this front axle, which is already set up for steering. I'm going to just yank it all off completely the way it is, and yank and put it on the back. And that will allow me to get to the next point, which is to make it four-wheel steering. So this new unit, which is a nice new front steering unit, will go on the front one on the back, front goes on the back, and back one gets taken off and gets used as a spare to make a car sometime. Maybe one of these beauties that I have not even made yet. I got some really cool cars, even this one. This one's dope because they make it as a gasser. And I'm all about a gasser, four-wheel drive or whatever. And that one down there, which is super sick. This one's awesome. I'd love to build this one. Well, that's another story. That's a whole nother video. So the question is, what car should I get? I've filled these voids. Oh, I didn't get back to this, did I? All right. My rock crawler, okay, 10 scale. I have a blast with this car, you guys. I'm at the wrong aspect ratio. No! All right, we're back to the right aspect ratio. This car, this TRX4, is an amazing vehicle, man. We took this thing to CDM again, and I took the front and rear bumper off because the clearance issues, it just was, first of all, it's already destroyed those pretty bad, but I was getting hung up a lot, and the clearance. So this is a little bit better. I should probably have some skids. I know they probably make skids, or I can make skids for it so they could go up and down. This thing, like I said, this thing is stock, and it's great. And we had a little Japanese porn driver driving yesterday. She loves everybody. She says to everybody. And there you go. So those are the cars I have. That's the only 10th scale crawler I have. So some people were saying I should be building a crawler 10th scale. I kind of want, it rained yesterday. And you would never know that it had been raining yesterday and the day before. But it rained, and I did take this thing out, and I have to air, what do? You oh my God, compressed air. Gee, many Christmas. And I wipe them down, and I spray them because I try to keep them clean. This one, like since I said I went out to CDM yesterday, and we got this one dirty, and it fell over and tumbled, and it did its thing, and it's a great truck. But I don't know what to do, and I don't want to get involved in a big build. I like RTR. So beside this build I got going on here, 10th scale, and I don't want to build. I think I would. No, I want an RTR, man. I really do. I want an RTR, and I kind of want a basher. But what do you think I should get? Should I get a build? And if I did, what type of style? And if I wasn't, and I'm gonna get an RTR, what kind of RTR? There's a lot of new big trucks from Axial. Just everything's out there that's so nice, and I like all the different aspects. And I'm not brand oriented in any way, shape, or form. I just want to have fun, and I want to beat the heck out of these things, but I don't want to ruin nice investment cars, especially scale-looking cars. And I like this collection I have, and I'll go trash on the Slash a little bit, but again, it's two-wheel drive, it's 2S, doesn't have the VXL or any of that. Maybe I get that, right? Ultimate four-wheel drive Slash. That was on my radar. What else? X-Max. Oh my God, that's on my radar. Traxxas Sledge. Again. Oh, and by the way, RC four-wheel drive. They got a sick truck. I put some aftermarket tires on it, but it doesn't clear it. The motor cannot push them, and that car. I don't know. Not a fan. Not a fan of RC four-wheel drive's car. Like their stuff, I like their wheels and stuff, and I like their parts, but. So what is that here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 11 cars. What's the next car? All right, guys. Thanks for following the channel. Just want to say I'm blessed out here in Southern California. I do share my home. I'm not a rich guy. I do share this big giant home with 4 other people. 3 other people and 3 dogs. And a snake named Amber and some rats, as you might have seen. Yeah, gross, but I got rats because I got to feed them to Amber. And the local store never has rats. There you go. Kind of like some RC car parts are never available when you need them. HPI. All right, guys. Thank you very much for watching this. I'm blessings to everybody, one of you, everybody, and every one of you. I appreciate you guys, the new followers, old followers, everybody. This channel, again, 300 and some odd followers isn't a lot to a lot of people, but to me, I respect every one of you newly subscribed. So there you go. Shout outs to you. And if you like Hot Wheels, maybe I'll do a Hot Wheel thing. I got a whole collection upstairs that I've collected over the years, and a lot of donations from people. All right, and if you know anybody who wants to get their son or daughter an RC car, and they think they'll get into it, let's try to figure something out for some people, because I had a conversation with the lady over at CDM. I got UDR on the mind. At CDM over at Corona Del Mar, and she was talking about how her son would be totally into it, but he's 9 and $200 or whatever is a lot of money for him. I get it. I told her, hey, listen, you can buy used cars out there, but it just takes people the people in the hobby need to be able to address this and kind of like, you know what that means. 6S time. All right, I'm going to stop rambling my mouth. I got a battery. It's probably overdone. Talk to you guys later.